I was in the financial services industry for 23 years. The goal in my first half was not necessarily that I loved the work, it was more that I loved the pay. In the marketplace, there were so many people just running all over the place to try to do the next deal, to make the next sale, to accumulate things. When significance started to come into the picture, after accepting Christ and listening to Bob's message and reading the book Halftime twice at this point, this was in the early 2000s, success looked much different to me at that point. It wasn't about accumulation of things. So what really made me begin going down this path was in 2006. I was sitting up in my office building on the 40th floor of the Mercantile Exchange building in downtown Chicago, looking out over this $100 million business that I was overseeing, 13 offices, 200 or 300 people reporting to me, thinking I should be the happiest person in the world by society standards. I made it. I mean, this is it. I've accumulated a lot. I had a boat, I had 4 homes, I had all the material things. But I realized that day that I was very unhappy, and there was something seriously missing in my life. In 2008, I was invited down to the Halftime Institute in Dallas and spent 2 days there, and I heard Bob Buford say the very first day that there's 2 things he feels will be held accountable to. One is, what did you do with Jesus? What was your decision there? And secondly, what did you do with the gifts that I've given you? Through that experience at the Institute, it led me to the next step, which was I want to have a coaching relationship with a halftime coach. Jeff Spatafora, one of our halftime coaches, took me on as a client and said to me, if I'm going to help you, and we should be able to do this within 5 sessions. Well, it took me 1.5 years. It was many more than that. When I started the coaching process, my idea was to do orphanages all over the place. And Jeff quickly helped me realize that maybe God gave me all these gifts and talents and abilities in my first half and successes, and maybe I should be thinking, how can I use those abilities to have a significant second half? I'm the executive director of Halftime. Every day I have the opportunity to talk to men and women and see men and women and see what happens day in and day out and life-changing situations that are taking place. It's just fantastic.